This is Ryan Elliott for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. It's weigh-in day with me, Kal Yafai. Kal, been a while since I've seen you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. You?
I'm good. Let's get down to it. You're here for your brother Galal. He went and got his Olympic glory. He's here now, pro debut. You must be very, very proud right now.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see let him show his talents on the big screen. You know, big occasion for him, and I'm sure he'll shine.
What does it say about his ambition and his ability that he's opted to go straight into a 10-round fight rather than maybe dabbling in a 4 or 6 first?
I think everybody that knows him and knows his capabilities, they know that, you know, he's not one of them kind of fighters that wants to mess around. He wants to get stuck in and he wants to show people what he's about. I think everyone's seen what he was about in the Olympics, but it's only 3-round fights, and you know, believe it or not, he does 10 rounds sparring world-class fighters, world champions, and he's going for it for 10 rounds non-stop. So I don't think it'll be a problem for him, and I think people will get to see, you know, more of his ability.
Just to go back to Tokyo quickly, you've been in big fights yourself, you've been involved in these big occasions. How do the nerves compare when you're watching one of your brothers in a situation like that and then going on to win gold compared to when you're fighting?
Oh, it's on another level. Like watching Galal fight for his medal, I was more nervous than I ever have been for any one of my fights. That's just, I can't even explain the amount of nerves I had, especially for his Olympic final. But once he put him down in that first round, the nerves just seemed to disappear. And yeah, you know, the thing is with Galal, he put him down in the first round, but he still goes on for the kill. And yeah, that's what makes him a special fighter. You know, you don't see many fighters in Olympic style boxing that are on the front foot from the word go right to the end, and he's showing how different he is and how special he is.
Start of the pro journey tomorrow. How sure are you that we're going to have another world champion in the family down the line?
I'd be very, very, very surprised if he never became world champion. It suits him to the ground, and I think he's got more time to show his abilities, like I said. But yeah, there's no doubts from my side that he'll be world champion, and possibly even multi-weight world champion.
Just a quick update on you. I saw just before Christmas, I remember seeing a social media post saying, can't wait to show you all what I've been working on when I come back this year. What's the latest with you?
I'll be back in April, so I've been working away. I had a full year off after my last fight, working on things outside of boxing, and then in the last year I've basically been in the gym constantly, away from home, and just working on new things and just working on being a better fighter, and I'm sure that will show in my next fight.
A lot of fighters, when they're in the situation you're in, they don't have time to heal and to repair and reflect on things. Do you feel you needed that year out and you came back more healed, more strong now? Oh
yeah, most definitely. Even like injury issues that I had, you know, like before I was in camps, and by the Wednesday, my arms would be, my left arm especially, would be done in because I'd had operations on it, bicep repairs, elbow repairs, and that year off, it's just like I don't have that issue anymore. I'd been at it for a long time. Went to the Olympics in 2008. You know, trained for the 2012 Olympics, qualified for 2012, didn't quite go. Turned pro, had a mad run when I first turned pro. I had 6 fights in 5 months, and then I tore my bicep again. And then obviously running up to becoming world champion, become world champion and stuff like that. So it was a long time, you know, 12 years non-stop. So that year off really done me really good, and it made me very, very hungry. Although I'd achieved quite a lot, and I'd had 6-7 world title fights, it's made me even more hungry. So I've been locked away for a year, training away. And yeah, I can't wait to show everyone, you know, what I've been working on, and they're bigger, better and stronger than me.
Last topic before I let you go, Kal. Next weekend, Chocolatito back in action against Julio Cesar Martinez. Brilliant fight for boxing. You know Chocolatito, we know Martinez very well. How do you expect it to play out?
I expect it to be exciting. I expect Martinez to come out fired up. First 3 or 4 rounds will be competitive, and I think Chocolatito, realistically, I think Chocolatito takes him apart in the mid to later stages. I think he'd just be too clever, too smart, and yeah, I think it'll be a great win for him.
When you're in the ring with Chocolatito, is there anything that surprised you about him that you didn't realise until you were in there with him?
Just how smart he was, his composure, his shot selection, the way he pivoted round, and he was just very experienced, very calm, didn't put a lot into his punches, and I think that's just the kind of fighter he is. He just grinds you down, just starts off very slowly. He hits you, but feels like there's not much in his punches, and then he just waits till you basically start feeling the pace and start getting tired. And yeah, I tired very quickly, and yeah, I paid the price for it in the end. But it was a great experience. Even though I'd lost the fight, it was an experience where I learned more in that fight than I did in my previous 25 fights or 26 fights. So yeah, even though I come out with a few bruises and a slight cut on my nose, you know, I took more in that fight than I did in my previous 26. But I believe I'm still very fresh. I've had one hard fight in my pro career, and yeah, I've still got a lot to give.
All right, Kal, thank you as always. Speaking of Boxing Social, we'll see you soon.